Hi everyone, this is Mahab Ali, and with me is Fikri Boutros, who works with me at the American University in Cairo, and you teach in rhetoric and composition and linguistics, right? You're going to show us
Yeah,
how you do
mainly
office
in
hours.
rhetoric and composition.
Well, mainly rhetoric and composition.
Yeah.
Tell us how you do office hours with your students on the calendar.
Okay. What I'm sharing is my calendar, and it has different colors because it has different calendars. So this color here is what our department puts on our calendars, like the drop and add week, like when classes begin, and so on. I'm subscribed to another couple of calendars, like holidays in Egypt, so I get the official holidays marked on my calendar, like Revolution Day yesterday, and so on. And these are the CLC workshops that get recorded automatically once we sign up and so on. Now, what I do with my classes, because it has solved a lot of issues for students to come and meet me, whether one-on-one for office hours, and sometimes only 5 minutes, and for the official conferences where I have to meet students, again, one-on-one or in small groups, and we discuss a major assignment. I've used the Google Calendar for the first time last semester, and it worked beautifully, better than Doodle.com and better than a lot of other apps and third-party apps that allow Calendly, you know, all these things. I've used these Google calendars. What I do is, first I create a calendar from the left by clicking on the plus sign here, add other calendars. So when you click on it, you get a choice. I choose create new calendar. And so you can call it whatever you want. You can call it, that's my course. Okay, Red 1020, let's say spring 21. So this is going to be for my Red 1020 students. Now, for me, I teach this spring, for example, I'm teaching 3 sections of the same course, which means, you know, 17 students or 18 times 3. So we're talking about 50 plus students who sometimes have to meet you over the course of 2-3 days to discuss a certain assignment or to take office hours and so on. So it becomes a headache. And so this solves a big problem, because once I create this calendar and I click create, I won't do it again because I've already done it. So it's here. It appears in your calendars. So this is other calendars. This is my calendars. So now in my calendars, there's a calendar for Red 1020, spring 21. Okay. So this check box means that it appears on your calendar. There's nothing to click here. Now, to book the office hours or to offer office hours for students to book, okay, that's the right way of saying it. What I do is click on the plus sign that's here, create. Let's do that. Okay. Now, what we're creating now is not an event, it's an appointment slots. So we click on appointment slots. And the good thing in Google Calendar that you don't find in other apps is that you can have the slot duration as little as 5 minutes. So let's say that you're going to have 10-minute slots. When would you like your office hours to be? From 1 to 2 p.m. assembly hour, more or less, okay? Now, where do you want this to appear? Here you choose the calendar. So I don't want it to appear on my Fikri Boutros calendar because that's mine. I want this to appear on the Red 1020 Spring 2021 calendar, which is a blank calendar that has nothing, okay? So it will just have the appointment slots for office hours. And so the slots are 10 minutes, all right. You can have more options if you want, or you can just click save.
Can we click the more options? Because I was wondering if you can do it recurring so that it's every Monday from 1 to 2, for example.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, I've opened it again. You see, when you open it as like an event, you can do whatever you want. So you can, does not repeat. No, I want it to repeat. Custom, when do you want it? I want my office hours to be on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 1 hour. When do you want this to end? Last day of classes, May, I don't remember when it is. Let's say May 20. Okay, repeat every week. Okay, done. Let's see what this will show. Save.
Just give it a title, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, so it appears everywhere now. Yeah. And
Give it a
then
title. So we're
what's
going
the
to call it
link?
OH.
Yeah. What's the link that you give students where it says this calendar's appointment page, or what's the link that you give students so that they can book it?
That's a good question. First, I just want to draw the attention that it's now colored differently. So it's now in purple because it's a new calendar. And it tells you here that the color is going to be purple. You can change this. But it's nice because you know that all the purple colors are going to be related to this calendar for your class. Now, I've called it OH, office hours. And when you click on it, just one click without opening it, you go to appointment page for this calendar. If you click on this appointment page, it shows you this. This is what will appear to students, OH, OH, OH. You see, they're only going to see the OH part, which is the office hours. And all you need to do is to take this link and share it with students.
Can you share it with me
This one
now,
here.
and then I'll share my screen as if I'm booking an appointment?
Okay, let's do this.
This is really
Put
neat.
it in the
Someone told me
chat.
about this a long time ago, and I didn't realize how to do it until you just explained it to me now.
It
So this
takes
is
some
really cool.
trial and error.
And then does it
Let's
create?
see if you click on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on it and share my screen in a second. Just pop it out. Okay, shall I share then? I'm the host, so I'm gonna make you.
Yeah, let me stop sharing. So tell me what you get.
Yes, so I do get this. I'm not really sure. Why does it overlap? Why do those three?
Because they're 10-minute slots. So
but there's just not
they
enough
have to be within
space.
1 hour.
Right, I see.
Yeah. It's a matter of space.
Okay.
Now, what you can do here before you move on, Maha, is automatically you get your name between brackets next to the word OH, right?
Yeah.
Which is super. So you know who's booking. You don't need to fill where or description. Just click save and let's see what happens.
Okay. So I need to see it
Book
on
an
my
appointment.
calendar.
Save. Yeah.
I booked one today.
You see the one in blue? This
yes,
is when you booked your
there
appointment.
it is.
It appears.
Yes, there it is.
It appears on your calendar.
And then it does an
now,
automatic Google Meet calendar invitation.
It does an automatic Google Meet, and this is where the confusion could come because students will go to Google Meet if that's where you're meeting them, unless you specify in advance or in your syllabus that the place to meet is not the Google Meet, it's somewhere else, let's say the Zoom, your Zoom room or whatever. This takes a bit of confusion because it by default, it shows the Google Meet.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out how to link the Zoom session to this, honestly. But let me look at my calendar and see what appears on my calendar now.
I think I have an idea for how you might do it. But
that would be great.
Oh, well,
this would be a great addition to add the Zoom. You see, now I see OH. So now I know on my calendar that Thursday, 28th of January from 1 to 1:10, I'm meeting Mahabel.
Yeah. So the one thing that you can do that it isn't going to replace the Google Meet thing, but if you put in the description of the OHs, when you were creating it and putting the appointments, in the description, you can put the Zoom link. And people usually know that if there's a Zoom link in the description, then the Google Meet they can ignore. I think that's the default that people do.
Yeah.
Or the other thing is to actually use the Google Meet anyway, because that's going to prevent students from overlapping with each other. Obviously, you can use a waiting room or something to avoid that. But
that's what I do. I have the waiting room and they come and wait and so on. I always tell them, I give them some etiquette or Zoom etiquette before at the beginning of the semester, so they know what to expect.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, we have 2 checks here, which means that we're meeting together. Now, there's an option for me to delete the event because I can't meet Maha on that day for any emergencies. What I do is you cancel and you send cancellation emails to the person.
Yeah.
So you can choose to send or not send and say the reason. Same thing with you. If you decide to cancel, you can cancel and send me an email. So again, it's etiquette. So the slot is freed again for someone else to book.
Right. Yeah, that's so
What's
important.
Nice about
this
this
etiquette part. What other etiquette do you tell them? That's important to tell students. So the cancellation
Of course,
etiquette.
it's important. When you cancel, you have to send an email so that I get notified. And even if I don't get an email, it will show differently on my calendar. It will show with a red X, which means that the person has canceled the thing.
Right,
So you
and
can
someone else
delete
can
it,
find
and so
that slot.
somebody else can come. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not
Especially
enough
when you
to
have
email
back-to-back
you.
conferences.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So they can book another appointment. Now, once you do this, you can, let's go to this day, Thursday, 28th, okay? And from the view, when you have lots of conferences or lots of meetings, you can choose schedule from the view. Once you choose the schedule, this is what you get. So instead of having OH Mahabeli, you'd have a long list of students with 10-minute slots. So you'll see all the list of students who are coming to meet you, which is great when you have like 17 students meeting you in one day. Another thing that is also interesting, let me go back to this view, is that at any point, you want to duplicate this on another day without creating a new event. You click on the thing, you click on these three dots here, and you choose duplicate, okay, and save. So what you do is you create another one, but it has duplicated not a single event, the whole, whatever. Let's say, where's the
yeah, you
repeat
duplicated
thing?
the entire thing, not just the one.
I duplicated the entire thing, unfortunately. And I want to cancel the repeat. Does not repeat.
Okay, that'll be just the one.
Okay, yeah, you see? Sorry, I got just one. Now, what I want is an extra office hour slot on Wednesday. Masala, 27th, for emergency meeting, whatever. I do this, you just drag and say, I'm going to meet them not only for 1 hour, I'm going to meet them all day. I'll have office hours from 10 to 4. This automatically shows on your calendar, which is the class calendar. So now the students will be able to see another slot on that day, and you can rename it, call it Masalan a literature review conference. Okay, that's how you call this particular one. Hello.
But it's the same link that they have already.
Yeah, the same link with a 10-minute slot, which you can increase, decrease, whatever. So I think it's brilliant. It's easy. It shows on your calendar. It shows on their calendar. And so students can use it, professors can use it, and it's very friendly. And you can add a Zoom link, like you said. And so it makes things much easier. I mean, it made my life so much easier last semester in fall.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fikri.
Well, you're welcome.